guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. So today we're continuing to look at our anniversary party. 2-year anniversary is well underway at this point. So we're going to look at the Forest Escapade. So within here, there's actually quite a bit of loot. We looked over what you can get. You can get a new skin for Dolly. You can get another copy of Peggy, one of Raku, and then of course the Skarath skin, which is what we're going to be looking at today. So when you actually get in here, there is a battle that is a server battle. That is right, total server damage. So this is not your server. This is all servers. So as of right now, guys, we are at 18%. So we do have quite a bit of time left. We have 9 days, 11 hours remaining. So ultimately, every day really pushing the server damage. So I'm going to look at the team comps. We're going to look at some of the relics. So let's go ahead and we'll get into this. So here we have the actual battle that you fight. So looking here, the team comp that has worked the best on here is the combination of Skarath and Kren. So this combination, very unique. It actually locks the entire enemy team into Skarath's ultimate ability, and Kren just rains AoE fire on the entire team. Remember, this is a very different dynamic than what we know of boss fights, because this one is actually a 5-team comp. So a lot of players like Isolde won't do really very much damage because they're not taking that much damage and there's no scaling. Grez seem to work decent, but not really, again, maximizing the damage is not really out there. Saurus, single target, it's not going to maximize the damage. So this is the best team comp that players have come up with. Now, there are a few variations. So a lot of people do use Lorzen with this team comp, as well as, of course, the twins and then Mortis. So ultimately, a lot of players do use this team comp. So essentially, you're linking 2 of the heroes together that are in Skarath's ability. While Kren is raining down, they're sharing the damage, so essentially doing more damage on top of that. Also, remember, Lorzen's Inner Sight ability will take more damage from ultimate abilities, which is what we're relying on with Skarath and Kren's ultimate abilities to not only provide the crowd control aspect of it, but to also do damage. So this is, again, the team that most people go with that seems to work incredibly well because of the cycle that is actually created from Skarath. So Skarath will put all of the heroes together, and then when Kren ults, he just rains fire on this entire little group of heroes together, and Skarath will just chain, as you can see right there, between the Sandstorm and the his ultimate ability. He will just lock everybody into this little piece. Even though my Kren is not really built, you ultimately want to get them as high as you can. If you cannot, or if you do not have these heroes, you can always borrow them, see if you can merc them to try to really increase your damage in here, because this is ultimately the team comp that's going to work. So one question that I do have for you guys is, if you don't have this team comp, please let me know in the comments below what team comps you are using, because I know with Kren being relatively new, this might be a team comp that a lot of people do not run. In addition, when we look at the other heroes, Lorzen, again, is there for the Inner Sight and there for the linking ability, but the twins are also there for, of course, the super cycle of doing maximum damage. Mortis, you only have to have at Elite or Elite Plus. You just literally have to have Mortis, and it will work very, very well as long as you have the hero. You don't have to have him really built. You don't need furniture. You don't need signature items. But ultimately, guys, this is the team comp that is working really, really well. So over here, we're going to take a look at our relics. So right now, we don't have any relics. So looking at the most powerful relic with this team combination is the Silver Arrow. 100% damage to factional damage advantage. Remember, they are maulers, both Skarath and Kren. They are fighting wilders, meaning they are going to get a 100% bonus to their damage, which is going to be absolutely huge when it comes to the amount of damage that they're putting out. So also looking here, the Beast Claw, we know that Kren is an agility hero. So definitely boosting up his agility. We know Skarath is a caster, so intelligence based, plus 30% damage on that one. Getting those alone will bring a considerable amount of damage to the teams. Looking down here, the other ones you want to focus on, the Mauler's Treachery. Again, they are both Maulers, so boom, attack rating plus 30% is going to be huge when it comes to the amount of damage that they're doing. Some of the other high priority relics, of course, the Shadowfall, crit rating plus 25%. So not only increasing the crit rating for the Maulers, but also increasing the crit rating for the entire team. So big addition there. I personally like the Blessed Hammer. I think it is a very, very powerful relic, especially for what we're using it today. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add this one on. And then it will, unfortunately, we're out of acorns, but go ahead and add in the Blessed Relic. You can add in the Thunderburst as well. This periodically stuns, but does cause a considerable amount of damage. Some of the bigger ones down here include the Vanguard's War Flag, just because of the energy recovery rating, not really a huge priority. But when you look at the Supporter's War Flag, backline heroes do more damage, meaning if you're running Lorzen back there, he is going to do more damage, as well as Mortis and the twins, so giving them a higher crit rating overall. And then we do have a couple down here on the Idol of Hastening, so essentially 30 points. This will provide a significant increase when it comes to the damage, as well as any of the ones that are going to do damage during crowd control, like the Spiker and also the Rope of Calamity. So guys, overall, this is a community event. This is a server event, so it is very, very cool to see built. So once we get the rest of our acorns out of here, we can build this team out and do very, very well with this event. So looking at the first try that we did right there, we were at, look at that, 1.8 billion. So let's go ahead and we'll try one more time. We purchased up our relics. Let's see what it does for the damage here. I'm thinking overall it's going to be quite a bit more damage. We just knocked people back into Kren's bombs. Remember, when those bombs go off, it does give a boost to Kren, which again, my Kren here is not really the best. Looks like we didn't pick up Dreft yet in there within our big, the big rainstorm. And it's very, very interesting how Kren and Skrath really work. This is a combination that I want to try in the campaign. I think it would be very cool to see. And there they go. The little group of enemies just go in circles. That's it. So we picked up the Dref in there. And as you can see already, we're almost to 4 billion damage. So the relics alone carry a ton of damage. And it is a little bit of RNG. Sometimes the heroes will actually get locked right to the back line. So you'll see them right in the very back. Sometimes they come on the player side. So kind of interesting overall how well they do. So let's look at the damage on this one. 2 billion there from Kren, even at Legendary Plus. Skrath, they're doing 2 billion. So doing a ton of damage collectively to go ahead and increase how much we did. So let's look at the first one. So here in the first one, we did 1.8. Here we're at 4.7. So the relics definitely make a difference, guys. I know a lot of players have been concerned, are we going to hit that 100% mark? Once we start stacking on more acorns and we're picking up more relics, it is going to increase a ton. In addition, a lot of players have chosen to drop out Lorzen, so actually replacing Lorzen, putting Belinda in this combination. I want to try it as well. So we'll go ahead and see what this one looks like. Because remember, Belinda is going to buff usually Kren if you have him, or Belinda is going to buff Skrath in this case. So allowing them to get the blessing ability that Belinda has, doing a lot more damage. And Belinda is AoE. Similar to Lorzen, it is an AoE ability with her ultimate ability, meaning she's hitting multiple targets in there, providing a lot more damage. Another combination that players have used in here is actually taking out Belinda and putting in a Silas. Now, Silas does have to have the furniture at 9 of 9. Silas does have to have the plus 30 signature item to really, really be effective in this battle. So, and a lot of players, again, don't have Silas built to that level yet. But ultimately, it looks like we might be a little bit lower on this one. Damage goes up very, very quickly. So I think Lorzen with the inner sight ability might make a might be the winner here, but is very close. Because remember, Belinda's getting the buffs as well for the mage relics that we picked up. So pretty close, all in all. But again, guys, let me know in the comments what teams you guys are using outside of the Kren Skrath combo. I know it is the best one. Even looking at the battle history or looking at the leaderboards, we have some like Hashmira. There we go, 55 billion damage from Kren. That is right, billion. And of course, they're running the 9 of 9 Silas in here to really buff up those numbers to astronomical numbers in there. So very, very cool to see. So guys, again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let me know what team formations you guys are using outside of Kren and Skarath, so we can get that news out to players. And again, this is a server event, meaning the more damage we do collectively, we want to make sure we do pick up our final chest, which is the Skarath skin. I would hate to miss out on the Kingpin as a community, just because we can't do enough damage. So sharing the information, definitely very, very valuable. So again, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.